Hello.
Hi. Left, right. Let me put these ear things on right. What is all this wind?
It's windy.
No, but it's windy in here, Kristina.
Oh.
The windows are like open or something.
I'll check it out. It's winter. Didn't matter in the summer. Except the kids would scream.
Did I just
and we closed the windows.
Did I just unplug myself? No, I guess I'm okay.
Okay. Sorry, all this noise.
It's okay. Are you apologizing to me or to the listeners?
Listeners.
Okay, because
you don't care.
I don't count. Okay. Woo! We both have already said that we are feeling brainless and out of it today, so.
Yeah.
This is not cool. But look, the curtain in back of you is billowing out. It's freezing outside, and the windows are jammed open in here.
But this is just like my house.
It is like my house too, actually. But here, there's no wood stove for me to go snuggle up against.
Yeah, well, you should have 5 layers like I have.
I have a lot.
I haven't worn my long underwear yet.
What?
No, I have you? Have you?
Yes, but under skirts.
Oh,
and you don't wear skirts, so I guess.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
It's different.
It's like wearing leggings.
That's my default thing though, because my jeans are too snug when I put my long underwear on, so I can't. Then it like pinches and I can't bend at the waist or knee.
Yeah.
So I tend to wear them under something.
I get it.
Like a skirt, because don't have that problem.
I so get it.
And a skirt is like wearing a blanket wrapped around you. No. I know you don't like skirts, but you can double them up in certain spots when you're sitting if you want to. You can tuck your legs right up underneath you, and it's like you've got a blanket around you. I'm just saying, Kristina. Although tools of the oppressor, they actually make a lot of sense too.
I just don't like.
Everyone should wear them. Would you be happier if everyone wore skirts?
Yeah.
All right. Would you wear them if men wore them too?
Yes. I don't like the gender differentiation.
But it's not really. I'm just like, well, maybe men were just too dumb to figure out that these are actually really comfy. They don't jam in your crotch. They don't do anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's a good point. Good point.
And that goes for both sexes. Like, I don't know why any of us thought that we should have like tight material like jamming in our crotch, because it kind of doesn't feel good. And it must feel not good for men either, because they have like more stuff there.
They don't complain.
They do sometimes. My kids do.
What do they say?
My son, who's in high school now, who's obsessed with being in style all of a sudden, of course, is wearing like stylish pants, but he's constantly doing the whole like beauty is pain thing, because
what? Beauty is pain?
Because it hurts. He's like, these tight jeans are like so painful.
So the process of looking the way that he needs to look is really he's paying the price.
The kind of cool thing is though, he isn't dressing like everyone else. He's got his own version of style, which I'm cool with. He wants to look like kind of like a nerdy guy from the 50s is what he does. So he does wear tight jeans and
sort of intellectual.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he wears a lot of cardigans lately.
Nice.
Like snug fitting cardigans. But I guess the point of everything is that everything is snug that he wears.
He needs some glasses now, like Clark Kent glasses.
Yeah, it's totally a Clark Kent look that he kind of is going for.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's actually, I approve. It's classy.
Or classic.
Classy. Right. Although I do feel bad for him that his pants are too tight.
There's nothing he can do about it.
I mean, they fit.
Today's fashion, there's not much you can do about the tight pants. You just have to kind of go with it. Yeah.
Fitting doesn't actually mean comfortable, which is kind of a weird concept.
I mean, yeah.
We have matchy boots and pants today.
Look at us, we're twins.
I don't have a plaid shirt on the top, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You have your wool socks on. I also do, but I've got knee-high ones on.
Oh,
it's almost like wearing...
You pull your socks up like that.
Oh my God, yes. I could never have my socks bunchy like you.
I like rolling them down. I think that's a more classy look.
Oh, that looks...
Don't you? Just look at that. Isn't that kind of classy?
That looks not that comfortable. I don't like lumps or bumps. I have to have them smooth up to my knee.
It's not lumping. It's not bumpy.
Okay,
just going to fix it. I got to fix this.
Anyway, I just don't understand where we came up with like fitting clothes does not equal comfortable clothes.
Right.
If it fits, it should be comfortable, right? Wouldn't that make sense? I mean, kind of.
Yeah. By definition, fashion doesn't make sense.
No, I know.
So, I mean, most of the time.
Yeah. Should we probably introduce our show before we go too much further? Because
yes, please.
We're going to space out or get in on tangent.
Yes,
you guys
please.
Are listening to 11th Hour Radio with Kristina Stykos and Emily Howe, broadcasting live from Royalton Community Radio, 96.5 WFVR-LP. Beautiful downtown South Royalton, Vermont.
Wow.
Thank you, sponsors and underwriters.
Yeah. If I don't look at you, you do that really smooth.
Yeah, I was careful not to make eye contact with anything over there.
Yeah,
so
it just
I could just say
flows out. Oh, I had all these
as soon as I look at you, I just forget why we're even here.
Yeah, I know.
Even though you're wearing
headphones
and talking to a microphone.
Yeah, we're just here, but I had all these last-minute bookings for this weekend for my Airbnb. I thought I was going to get the weekend off.
I know.
But I have to say yes.
Tourists, the leaves just got blasted off. What are you going to look at?
Well, I told them because he's they say, oh, want to come up and look at the beautiful leaves. So I say, well, yeah.
They're all gone.
They're kind of coming down.
Are you trying to scare them off now?
No, just trying to be honest because I don't want them to be disappointed.
I know. Yeah, they're pretty much... We have a later maple bush, and it's late for everything. It's late for sugaring season, and it's late to turn. So if the rain hadn't come so heavily last night, we still would have been in high peak foliage.
There's still some
yeah, we still
orange.
Have some too, but
there's some oranges.
It's just not that.
I like it. I think it's beautiful.
It is.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
I'm just not looking forward to... I don't like the stick season of November. I hate November. It's my least favorite month in the whole world.
Yeah, we're opposite. It's like my favorite.
Oh, God.
I love it. I love it so much.
Trying to think of anything I can to like make the month go quickly and to be enjoyable. And I don't really know what. I mean, I'm happy because I'm done with a bunch of stuff for the summer. The museum is closed. Weddings are over.
That must feel so good.
It feels so good.
Oh,
it feels like so good.
So this year, just enjoy November because you really should enjoy November.
Yeah, and we're not having to do we're not doing the haunted trail this year, so it's not like a lot of work.
This is perfect.
Soccer's almost done.
You're following my advice to cut back a little bit and just have some time to yourself.
Yeah,
I like that.
I think we're going to have to go crazy getting our firewood now because we still haven't.
But that's fun.
It's not actually.
Why? Why isn't it fun?
I'm like little and not very strong, and firewood just at my house goes on forever because we need like 17 or 18 cords of firewood to heat that monstrosity.
You don't have your fire going that much, do you? 17
but
cords?
We're super poor this year, so we cannot afford to like put oil in the tank. So it's got to be firewood this year.
Well, good.
So if we burned oil, we wouldn't go through that much firewood. But I just don't want to burn oil this year.
I see.
Like, I can't pay for it.
I understand.
We're juggling around a bunch of accounts at the moment because like we just barely met our tax extension deadline. What was that? Early this week, Tuesday? Yeah.
Oh, taxes. Right.
Which we had already put off. So we were just trying to hit the extension. But that was a pain because it's like going into winter when you're like the brokest as you can ever be. And you're like, oh, now I have to pay my taxes. Yeah. Like, what does the government think? Like, they don't give you any, like, you know, your jobs. You're really not paid any money. And then you just have to give them money.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to get that money that they didn't pay to me anyway?
I don't know.
I just don't understand taxes. Yeah. Why can't you just say to the tax people, I don't have any money. If I had some money, maybe I would give you some because occasionally some of the things you do with taxes is a good idea, but
so you
a lot of things you do with the taxes is not a good idea. So
we should have check boxes.
Plus, I don't have it.
Right. We should be able to pick what we pay our taxes towards.
I know. I really wish. And they don't have to give us many choices. They could just give us like 4.
Yeah, like war. We'll skip that.
Not happening. Not paying anything to that.
Like infrastructure. Yes.
Yep.
Bridges, roads,
education,
sewer systems.
Education is a good one.
I guess. I don't know. A lot of fluff in education.
There's a lot of fluff in education, but there's also some good stuff that goes down. Anyway, whatever. I'm just saying you don't have to give us you don't have to give us like major choices, but just a few.
Yeah.
Would be nice so that you actually felt like your money made a difference where you wanted it to.
Right. Oh my
it's a free country, right?
No, it's not really.
I know, it's not anymore. It's like we're so far away from being a free country right now.
Yeah, so that cliche doesn't really work anymore, does it?
I know.
It's a free country. Well, actually, no.
Not even close, dudes.
Bummer. That's a bummer. I bet there's a bunch of stuff like that.
It's a bummer. And it just eked up on us. Like, it got less and less and less and less free until now it's just like so not free.
Yeah.
But it was like putting a toad in the pot of water and then bringing it to a slow boil. It was slow enough that most people didn't notice it.
That's so true. Very, very well done, actually. And now we're kind of well done. We're all boiled up. You're ready to serve us.
The human race, or Americans in general, are so boiled and so confused. Like, they don't know what's truth and what direction they're coming from at all anymore.
Yeah.
So that was the whole point.
I've heard they're going to try to kick everybody, like, off out of rural areas.
How?
Just by...
Making life so hard here?
Yeah. So they want to put everybody in cities.
Why? What are they going to do with this?
Well, then, America can be the breadbasket of the world. They'll just take over and have these big industrial farms, and all the people will live in the cities.
Yeah, good luck farming in Vermont. There's more rocks.
Well, this will be like Disneyland. They'll turn this into Disneyland for the rich.
Well, better not be in my lifetime.
Yeah. Well, just telling you.
I just need to like live out my life and my kids' life, preferably. I'll just tell my kids not to breed.
Not to breed.
Because that would just not be probably the best idea at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Kicked your foot.
Kicked Blundstone versus Blundstone under the table.
Yeah.
We could have a war.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, man.
Okay, I introduced a show, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Tim Ash, did you see his posting on Facebook about the list of the 10 most popular cars in Vermont?
Oh, yeah.
According to sales.
Yeah,
Do you remember what was first?
It wasn't the Subaru, which I was shocked because the Subaru was like third or something.
No, it was 8th.
What? That's going to be wrong.
No.
I'll have to, I think we are seeing Tim maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We have to be in Burlington, so check
I should have brought that list, but it was.
I saw it, and I was shocked.
What was first was the Ford F-Series, and that totally surprised me. I don't see that many Fords. Do you? Maybe it's trucks that I don't know they're Fords.
Well, they usually say Ford on them.
Well, if you look closely, but if they just drive by, could you tell a Ford? Just when it drove by as opposed to a Chevy or a GM.
Like from the side? I don't know.
Is there still a GM truck? Those are crappy. We used to have one.
Yeah, there is, I think.
Yeah, that wasn't so good.
I don't know. I've really not been paying attention to the cars.
Yeah, maybe. I think the Tacoma was number 2.
The Tacoma's good.
So trucks are 1 and 2, which really surprises me because there's so many Subarus. There's so many Subarus and Hondas and RAV4s, right?
Yeah. Well, oh my god,
those rated, but they were like 6, 7, and 8.
I'm in agreement with those are 3 good cars.
What would you have if you didn't have to worry about getting anywhere?
Oh, if I didn't have to worry about getting anywhere? Wait, what do you mean?
Well, you know what I mean.
I'm really bummed that my Subaru is off the road, is done for, because that was probably the best all around dual purpose vehicle that I've ever owned.
I know. They do so much. The cars do so many different things.
It handled really well. It had some good clearance.
It's got space in the back if you get the Outback or the Forester or something. I had the
Outback, and it's for sale if anybody wants it. It's like a piece. It's
for
getting
how much?
Rusty. I don't know. It has brand new studded snow tires on it that have been driven home from the studded snow tire store, and then the clutch died.
And let me just say to anybody who might buy this, it's don't argue about the price. Like, the price is the price.
No.
Like, if she sets the price, then don't.
I haven't fully set the price, but I know that snow tires cost $600, and I'm going to sell it for more than that.
Well, you always say that, and then you always have people that are lowballing.
People are jerks,
and then you say yes.
I'm just poor.
You say
people,
yes.
Okay?
That's your problem.
And
you shouldn't say yes.
It's got decent stuff in it.
What do you mean, decent stuff?
Like it works great. It just doesn't. The clutch is going.
Does it have a CD player?
And it's getting rusty. Yes, it has a CD player.
Now that in and of itself, it's worth its weight in gold because cars today do not have CD players.
Anyway, it's just got to go for like $800 or $1,000 or something.
How's
like that.
the transmission?
No, see, the clutch is. That's why it's. The clutch is gone.
I see.
Or it's about to go. Like you can. It doesn't really work.
You're really selling this.
It literally went. I knew it was going, and I was like, I'm going to eke it through.
Sure.
And I went and got snow tires on it because I was like, but this is my workhorse. I'm going to put the studded expensive snow tires on it, which was stupid because now it has brand new, really expensive tires on it. And it died the day I brought it home from getting the tires.
What if somebody just wants the tires? Is that okay?
Know, I guess, but they're going to have to pay me like full price for them because I don't really know. Do I have, maybe, because maybe if I have the summer tires anywhere, I could put them back on and then just sell it for parts. You know, I got to think this through a little bit more. But
okay, sorry to.
The point is, that's the car that I would pick if I had to pick all the cars. Like
I know
it's my best.
I know. I don't like how the Hondas look.
No, the Subarus are a little expensive to fix, though. When they break, their parts are not cheap.
Right.
So that's a huge bummer. True. Whereas the Hondas and the Toyotas,
mufflers,
cheap, and good value for they go. They just keep going, kind of.
I'd like a Ford.
People that hate Fords really hate them, so there must be like a reason. I mean, I don't really know. There's that big Ford
nice.
versus Chevy.
I'd like to just be able to say I had a Ford, just because I feel it would make me feel good.
Yeah,
it's sometimes that's more important than what's practical. Things that make you feel good.
I had Fords growing up.
Like I've had this car that has is a color that I hate, and I've had to hate it for 10 years. Well, 10, 12 years.
I've always liked the colors of my cars. I usually get this, and this doesn't work out because I wanted those colors because I've never bought a new car in my life. They're just they happen to be in this color.
You just have good luck. Don't rub it in.
You just get cranberry, red, or some sort of green.
Those are the colors I always wanted. So why did you get them and I didn't?
Hey, I don't know.
And you're
side of the road.
You're kind of rubbing that in my face.
I don't mind yours.
Are you sensitive to other people's feelings?
Yours is kind of classy, even if we've never been able to decide.
Don't start making up stuff about what it
color
is.
It is.
It's not.
Is it silver? Is it gold?
Exactly. You don't want a car that you can't even say what the color is.
I thought it was called, didn't you look on your title and it was rosewood or something weird? Or champagne?
No.
Your car is champagne. It. That's what it is.
People say it's green. I say
Dude, your car's not green.
It's gold.
It's champagne, and I'm sticking to it.
No, see, it's no color. It's not
I run
a
wedding business, so I know the difference between
No.
champagne.
I run a painting business.
Blush.
I don't really.
No, you don't.
I know, but I'm just saying. I know colors. I know color swabs.
All right.
What do you call those?
Not
little,
even
what
swatch is what you meant. Swatch? A swab is when you get when they stick
a Q-tip
thing in your tonsils.
Or up your nose to get DNA samples.
Your cervix. No. What? That's a tiny little chimney brush. I really wish they wouldn't do that. Have you looked at it?
Brush. It's a bottle nipple brush.
It is. It's horrible. And they
cleaning baby
they
bottles.
Are there between your spread knees, and they literally
stop it.
A chimney brush, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
I know.
Can't you find something better than
take me
a
home.
tiny miniature
Get
gnome?
Me out of here.
It's if a gnome had a chimney brush. That's what they put in you.
Right.
It's I'm sorry. I don't think my cervix is so aggressive that you need to go in with all of these weapons. I've been told I have a very beautiful cervix. I think they say these things to just make you feel better when you're on the table. And I'm like, who cares? I don't care if I have a beautiful cervix. What does that even mean?
Whoever said that to you?
I don't even know what a cervix looks like.
Would you identify the doctor that said that? Because I'm going to take him to court. That's abusive. That's really that's inappropriate as they say.
I just think they're trying to make you feel better when you are laying there, and it's so awful.
No, they wouldn't have become gynecologists if they were trying to make you feel better. It's just a whole field of medicine.
Maybe they're trying to save people's lives, Kristina. I don't know.
No, nobody should be looking up there.
Well, how are you going to...
You should just be intuiting what's happening in that area because it's too embarrassing. It shouldn't happen.
It's too dark
Certain
and
types
cavernous.
of medicine, they would never deign to look up there.
I don't think that we should eliminate women's health, actually. Even to the chimney brush.
You think in China? You think in China they do that?
Yeah.
No.
But actually they probably have less cervical cancer and stuff in there
because
they
use
just eat healthier.
Acupuncture.
They eat healthier than we do.
They just put some needles at you and you get better and you don't even have to.
No. They are overall, wait a minute. they're probably really pretty polluted and overcrowded. But generally, I think they are healthier than us.
Now you're getting some really important insights.
There's less obesity. There's less
you don't know
diabetes.
That. You're like thinking of old ancient China. You're not thinking of modern China. It's very different like that. You're thinking of monks going by in robes and going to temples, and that's not the way it is now.
I don't know why
China's taking over the world. China's like the surveillance.
I'm not saying that China's like super healthy, outdoorsy, like it's in a Patagonia ad or anything. I'm just saying that they do eat better.
Patagonia's not in China.
I didn't say that Patagonia was in China. I'm just trying to get you to envision like outdoorsy, healthy things.
Well,
okay,
what?
And I know they're like. The majority of them are like packed like little sardines into a giant city. But still, despite the overcrowding and the pollution, I still think they're probably healthier than us. I think they don't eat the same crap that we eat, and they're probably a little bit more active.
No, what's happening to them is that what I was
I'm not talking about you and I. I'm talking about like in general. I'm talking about like suburban America.
What I described before about them moving people out of the rural areas into the cities, that's been going on in China for decades now. What? And it's been very successful, and that's what's going to happen here.
No.
So better get your guns and just like hole up in
I have plenty of guns.
In your house.
I'm not going anywhere. Sorry.
No, just kidding. I wouldn't advocate guns on this show. I certainly wouldn't. Unless you're a deer hunter, and then it's probably fine to have one. Right?
I have some, and I'm not a deer hunter, but
you have some?
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't have grown up with my father and not have some guns. Like,
I know.
It's just impossible.
Yeah, firearm safety.
I'm not into them.
Before you learned your alphabet, you learned firearm safety.
That's probably
in your household
true.
And how to like tan deer hides.
Not with brains though. Or actually, my dad was just trying to get me to use the brain method on some sheep skins, and I said, I don't want to do that.
The brain method?
In olden days, you could scrub like pelts or skins with brains to soften them. Now you use bad chemicals, and my dad was advocating of, for using all the parts of the animal by tanning it with its own product because it works the same way instead of using the terrible, dangerous chemicals. But I just can't really get past holding a brain in my hand like a sponge and scrubbing it on something. So I think I just won't. Sorry, it's going to go off and be dipped in the vat of chemicals.
Exactly. Well, no problem.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, my grandfather was a dry cleaner. So
did he clean?
He had like a lot of chemicals. I never saw the chemicals. I could smell them in the back of his shop. He had this tailor shop.
Photochemicals. They smell the same as I recall.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I could smell them, but I didn't like to, so I didn't go back in the back of the store. The front of the store was great with the old-fashioned sewing machines and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, the pedals. So we have to go to a song, I think.
Okay.
All right, so what do we got here?
A nice little
switch
break up for our
so I can think about what the heck did we just talk about? Okay.
What are you going to play, Kristina?
I'm going to play a song called I Spy. And this, I believe, is Beth Duquette and Richard Ruane, who are from Ripton, Vermont.
I like that.
Yeah, so here we go.
Plays accordion and I can strum guitar. We often play a song or two down at our local bar. I think that's where I saw you, you were watching from afar. And all I want is a bit of conversation. I like to watch the sky and see a circle around the moon. I like to make up words to sing to someone else's tune. Why don't we talk about it on a sunny afternoon? And all I want is a bit of conversation. Oh, some say life is dangerous, and they worry all the time about who to trust. You seem pretty safe, oh, I can tell, and I think that we can get on pretty well. And you and I can talk about it for a spell. And all I want is a bit of conversation. I think that life is rosy, and I bet you think so too. You make me feel so cozy every time I look at you. You smile so awful sweet, I don't know what I ought to do. And all I want bit of conversation. I'd like to know you better. I think you could be a friend. Take it slow and chummy, but who knows where it could end. You can play it coy, but that's not what I recommend. And all I want is a bit of conversation. Oh, some say life is dangerous, and they worry, worry, worry about who to trust. You seem pretty safe, and so am I. Let me treat you to a coffee and some pie. I'm not saying things will work, but we could try. And all I want is a bit of conversation. Maybe I'm too forward, I don't know. Never hurts to take a chance, and here I go. And I'm not looking for commitment, don't you know? And all I want is a bit of conversation. All I want.
That was cool.
That was quick. Are we back on?
That was kind of quick. That was Beth Duquette and Mark. Richard Ruane, sorry. Not Mark. I don't know where Mark came from.
Is that what you called him before?
No, I don't think so. I called him Richard.
I can't remember what you said now.
I said Richard.
Hair on my microphone.
Dick. No, nobody calls him Dick. I know that for sure. You know, some people, you just can't call him Dick.
No. No, you can't.
You just can't. You know what? You just don't go there. I have a really, really, really cool word that I learned this morning, just accidentally. Ready?
What?
Are you looking at your iPhone? Couldn't we just have a radio show where you don't look?
Sorry.
You know, Courtney already did that to me. She's looking at her iPhone. I asked her how she is, and she was too busy to look at her iPhone. But the thing is, she had asked me how I was. So that was nice.
True.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
No, it's bad to look at your iPhone.
Okay, here's the
I
word.
was just trying to add something interesting to my list, but I don't have anything, so that didn't help. Okay, what is the word?
Okay.
Is this a spelling word? Or just a
No,
word?
it's kind of it's a vocab.
Okay.
Interrobang.
Ooh, that's not good. That sounds like...
Isn't that strange? Interrobang. Interrobang.
Sounds very Urban Dictionary-esque.
Well, just because... Yeah.
It's like if you had a potato in that like room in the back of the police station with the lights on it, and you're gonna like interrogate it.
Interrogating a potato is what you come up with for this? Did I hear you correctly?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm sorry. Isn't like
you said that like that was a normal thing?
No, I'm just thinking like terra. Is terra earth or potato in French?
Earth.
Okay.
But this is in terra.
Oh, right, because it's pomme de terre is potato. Okay, never mind. I'm all confused. For some reason, I thought it was like sort of the suffix that meant potato. But it means earth. Okay.
You just said it like they always interrogate potatoes.
Is it a word that means like defacing the earth?
That's interesting. I'm going to give you a clue.
Okay.
Bang is printer's slang for exclamation point. Okay.
That clue didn't
help you too much. Well, this word is actually an obscure printer's punctuation mark that was created in 1962. It's an obscure printer's punctuation mark, and it combines both an exclamation point and a question mark.
Oh, I do that all the time.
What, you do that all the time?
Yes, I do.
What do you mean you do that all the time?
If you had let me continue looking at my iPhone, I would have found a post that I just put on today.
You mean where you put both?
Yeah.
But you
I
can't
do it all the time. I'm excitedly questioning.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And there is a symbol where you actually put them together. Yeah. It's actually kind of looks like this. I'm going to draw it.
Oh, it's like already there. Like people can't
kind of like that.
Can't punch in both. You have to have your own key for it.
That's right.
That's a little silly.
Well, they're printers. They can do anything, right?
I guess, but why can't you like they're their own separate letter, sort of exclamation? Why can't they have their own? Whatever. I won't question.
It says obscure. It's obscure.
Okay.
But there's actually a design company in Burlington that's called that.
Oh.
That's called
cool.
Interrobang. And that's how I saw it, because a friend of mine had something designed by them. I guess it was a label for their food product.
I kind of like
And so
that,
I looked it up. I just clicked on it because I thought, I need a logo.
I smell chemicals. Do you? You
No.
smell chemicals?
No, I have a stuffy nose, kind of. You smell chemicals?
Yeah. It might just be your tea with a chemical over.
Oh, that's what it is. It's cold tea. I mean, not cold tea. It's cold for colds tea, immunity.
So it's got
that
the
kind
anise.
of tea.
I can smell the anise, but it also just smells like paint or something.
No, it's what, ephedrine or something. I'm not sure if they still put that in tea, but that always smelled like a chemical. It's what is it? It might be ephedrine.
I can't drink that Theraflu stuff. It makes me like almost throw up, and I don't even throw up. I can't throw up. So if something makes me almost throw up, it's really bad.
Yeah, so I'll just move it over here.
No,
I want you to throw up.
That's the yogi kind.
I'll put it right on the console.
That's not Theraflu.
I'll spill it here over on the equipment.
That kind is fine. The smell doesn't bother me one bit.
It smells great.
And anyway, it's not the smell of Theraflu
I didn't
that
even
bothers
drink
me.
it yet. You want to smell what it smells like? You can smell.
I'm good, thanks. I can smell it. I have very good nose.
Yeah. Do you ever burn incense?
No.
Yeah, most of it's pretty awful. Like
occasionally, I will do the little pine ones.
Yeah, the pines
just because
we've talked about this last week about balsam products.
Oh, you gave me some. Oh my gosh! Of course they did. And those, I will burn those ones sometimes.
You want to know?
But I don't burn like the stinky stick of like patchouli crap.
Well, want to know a secret?
What? What? What?
Oh, sometimes I burn that one like before my guest.
Never smells like that though.
No, but because you're a Vermonter, but if you're from out of state, before you come in the house, I might burn a little pine incense just to
that's fine.
sort of accentuate.
I thought you were saying you were burning patchouli, and I was like,
no,
like
not hippie incense.
Okay, good.
That stuff is noxious.
It really is.
It's I don't know what it's made out of, but it's not made out of anything nice. It's not made out of crushed up trees or pine needles.
What even is patchouli? Is it a spice? Is it an actual spice that grows
patchouli,
someplace, or
it must be a flower? Maybe it's a flower. It has that kind of floral.
Well, there's something
affect.
Not right. I mean, that's the classic
pot
cover-up smell, right?
Yeah, but some people actually like it.
I know, but
some people have nostalgic attachment to patchouli.
In like Greek or Rome. I don't remember. It wasn't the smell was to cover up the stench of like dead bodies at one point. So
exactly. Back in the days when they used to interrogate potatoes in the back room at the police station.
It just has a lingering scent of death to me. I don't like patchouli.
Do you know what? You remember we talked about the corpse flower?
Yeah.
At Dartmouth.
They should burn some patchouli in that place.
Well, no, I realize that I have the plant at home, and a lot of people do. It's a common house plant, and it makes
they're getting all this hype for their corpse flower,
and it's stupid.
It's like, we all have one.
Yes, we do. You can have a cutting from mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not all that interested in something that smells like death. But thank you.
It bloomed for me the first time, like a couple years ago, and I didn't smell anything. So maybe the one at Dartmouth is so huge that it has a lot of blossoms, and then you can actually smell.
I think
what
it's just one blossom. It's like one phallic-looking death stench.
It's not a phallic. How can a stench be phallic?
I don't know. I'm just using words.
You're being poetic
to give you an idea. Yeah. You've seen a picture of it, right?
I saw pictures of my houseplant.
Okay, it doesn't look like your houseplant. Okay, I am picking my iPhone for a second.
It does look like my houseplant.
No, I bet it doesn't. I've never seen anything like this in your house.
I'm sure it's big. If it's in a botanical garden, it's going to be enormous. It's going to be like
oversized.
Like
full human size.
It's going to be like a Big Mac.
Corpse. Now I'm going to get all kinds of bad stuff again. Corpse flower. Right there. That's
Waiting for the corpse flower picture.
Waiting for the corpse flower picture. Images. It's as big as a human.
See, my house plant is small. Okay, give it to me.
Take it.
That is kind of phallic. That's not it.
See?
Wait, but I want to see the foliage. I want to see the is it cactus? Because the one at home is a cactus. There must be two then. There must be two different kinds.
This is
this has a
rare
different...
corpse flower returns to stink up New York City this weekend.
Oh, it's so confusing. I hate science.
I do too.
Why don't people just tell the truth?
Look at these people. Look how upset they are by the stink. Oh, they don't like it. Why are they there? Why are they going to see it?
Yeah, why did you go if you were going to have a negative reaction. Here you go.
Maybe they wanted to have a negative reaction.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling you. That's not in your house.
That's in New York City. Mm-hmm. That's not at Dartmouth. I want to see the Dartmouth plant.
I can show you that. Hold
on. All right.
Corpse flower, Dartmouth.
I went to the laundromat in Barre.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Star Wash. Not Star Wash.
Rubber Bubbles or not Rubber Bubbles. That's the party
Play It
store.
Again, Sam. What is it called? Soap opera. Oh, yeah, okay. Soap opera. That's the best one.
Here is the Dartmouth corpse flower.
It's pretty quiet.
This is still as tall as a human being. That's in their greenhouse.
No, that's just not it.
I know.
Well,
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, no. There's a different one.
You have a different dead.
Yeah, there's two that they call the corpse flower.
But I think you have those moonflower things too, right? Didn't you have one that bloomed at night and then went away immediately? Is that a moonflower? Is that what it's called?
Night blooming Sirius.
Oh, right.
I gave it to Wilder. He's going to take care of it because he likes weird stuff. He was always into weird, scary things, like you are. You like scary stuff.
No, I don't. No.
Why do you do a haunted house then?
That I don't. That was a
haunted forest.
I'm not sure.
It's just an art project.
That is just.
It's not really to scare people.
It was just a charity project. I am good at scaring people if I try to, but I don't like to be scared, and I don't like scary things myself. In fact, I would create the haunted trail, and then I would never walk it because it was too scary.
Well, guess what?
What?
They canceled Halloween at Edmonds Elementary School.
How come?
Because this is really kind of interesting.
Where's Edmonds?
Edmonds is the big elementary school right on Main Street, that huge edifice.
On Main Street of what?
Burlington, Vermont.
Okay. All right. That's what I was just wondering.
They canceled the Halloween celebrations because a parent got upset about it.
Oh, for God's
and they say that it could, because it's not inclusive. And here's why it's not inclusive.
I can't think of anything in the world that's fully inclusive, actually.
Well, it's because some people get uncomfortable with, first of all, changing your identity. That whole idea that somebody's changing their identity, that could be terrifying. And then the second one is that you could be culturally appropriating somebody's culture.
True. And they should just have some perimeters for how you can.
Well, I think they should,
in schools anyway.
I think they should just ban clowns then.
That's fine.
If you're gonna ban Halloween up at the Edmonds Elementary School, let's just ban clowns. Let's just throw the whole, let us throw the baby out with the bathwater for a change. Get rid of clowns.
I think you're mixing
once and for all. No, it's like
why
jump
are
on
there
the
clowns?
I know. Let's jump on the bandwagon. And now with Joker, this movie. Right.
Oh,
it's the most horrible.
Yeah, my kid told me who played the original one, Heath Ledger. He said it was so disturbing. That's why Heath Ledger committed suicide.
Oh, there's a mixture.
And I'm like, and you want to watch this? You want to watch something that's so disturbing it made someone kill themselves?
Well, just that he took on his character. He took, as he was practicing his character and playing out his character, that he took on too much of the darkness of the character, and it became.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't watch things that are scary. There's enough scary for real. I have no interest in putting scary stuff in my head for amusement purposes.
Me too.
It does not entertain me.
Yeah. I think it's cultural brainwashing, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of those movies, I would just stay away from them.
I was just having this talk with my kids yesterday because they were whining because I didn't let them see, I can't remember what. But I said, do you understand? And they kept being like, well, this wasn't that scary. You said it was so scary, and we saw it at our dad's, and it wasn't even scary. And I'm like, I don't like that you think that something is scary that isn't scary, because that means you're starting to be desensitized to what is scary or bad.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to see something that's scary and be scared, because that's how we keep our human emotions not all in one. These kids who are totally desensitized. I'm like, you can watch something terrible and it doesn't affect you anymore.
Yeah, that's the downside.
Then what happens in real life?
That's definitely the downside to movies, because they are so influential and people just think of them as entertainment, but actually it's cultural brainwashing. And so you have to be careful what you consume.
Absolutely nothing in my head that's entertaining about full-on violence. Yeah. I understand if you're watching something that's historically significant and you really want to, be in that moment and figure out how to empathize and how to, I don't know, but there's something about violent movies that I can never, ever, ever get on board with. Well, and no one can ever change my mind on that, and I don't care.
I agree. It's a portrayal of violence that turns it into entertainment. So
once we just see it over and over and over again, your brain finds ways to process it like, oh, that's no big deal. That's no big deal. And
it becomes an addiction. Like, I know people who are kind of addicted to, like, it's like pornography or something where you just have to keep going deeper and deeper in and finding stuff that's more and more kind of repulsive.
I don't care if people think that's like cool or edgy it's just not. It's not healthy.
It's not healthy.
I know that. There's not many things I know.
Yes.
Like for absolute certainty, but
and
I know
you
that.
have that problem.
Wow. Too much porn.
Yes.
What?
No, I'd
rather people watch too much porn than too much violence. Like, go ahead, watch your porn, but like,
I don't know. Both have kind of bad effects.
When are you going to get desensitized about porn?
I think it's despirit.
If you're a man, if you're a man, that's not a.
If you're a man, yeah. Well, I just think it's despiriting.
It is, and it's just
if you want to do that, it's your choice. Like, I'm not going to stop anybody, but I just think
I feel it's less.
My sense of it is
screwy than violence.
This is why our show could never be transcribed by like Dragon Dictate. Because we talk on top of each other. Like, I say a couple words, then you say a couple words, then we say a couple words together. You know what I'm saying? So this cannot be transcribed by a machine.
Can hear you the whole time I'm interrupting you, though.
I know. Like,
so you can keep talking when I'm talking.
Yeah.
Because I can hear you.
It's funny. We kind of have strange brain mind meld like Spock used to do. Something like that. A little bit.
I do have to stop interrupting because it doesn't work well with people who aren't you. Because, like, you don't get mad at me that much.
Yeah.
Unless you really are trying to tell me something important and I will not shut up. Or
I think it's funny.
And you kind of can hear me while you're talking too. So it's like it kind of works for us.
Well,
probably doesn't work for our listeners.
I just kind of look at you while you're interrupting me, and I give you that sort of twinkly,
she gives me the like
twinkly eye, and it's like, you're doing it again. Okay, so we have a song.
Already?
Looks like it's 11:43. Isn't that
what?
That's bizarre. I think we just jumped through a time warp.
This room is a time warp.
We went over the rainbow.
Very drafty time warp.
Yeah, there might have been a rainbow today. It was raining and the sun shiny when I was driving down here. It was both. That's like laughing and crying at the same time. You know,
if you shine a flashlight through your pee, will it make a rainbow?
I hadn't thought of that.
Because
golden showers, you mean?
you can like see rainbows in waterfalls sometimes, because the mist.
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be really spraying your pee out for that to work.
Yes, oddly, I'd never thought of that before.
I never had either. You just inspire me so much.
Okay, well, here's a song. This is called The Boatman's Cure, and I wrote down who it was. Who was? Oh, it's Robert Resnick and Marty Morrissey, I think. So.
I just want to say I don't think you can make pee out of rainbows because I think the liquid has to be clear for the like rainbow prisms to work.
Okay, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
But if you drink a lot of water, you could try that because, your pee is clearer.
Holding up the river in a three-hand boat, too deep to carry, too shallow to float, too deep to carry, too shallow to float. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for the river is a bottle of rum. Best cure for the river is a bottle of rum. Listen to the forwarder, he's strutting on the quay, quick to tell the boatman how the river will be. Quick to tell the boatman how the river will be. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for the forwarder's a bottle of rum. Best cure for the forwarder's a bottle of rum. Working up the rift, the current swung around. Bedbug swam ashore, poor boatman nearly got drowned. Bedbug swam ashore, poor boatman nearly got drowned. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for bedbugs is a bottle of rum. Best cure for bedbugs is a bottle of rum. Sweating in the heat of day, chilling in the rain, sleeping in the open, got the ague again. Sleeping in the open, got the ague again. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for ague is a bottle of rum. Best cure for ague is a bottle of rum. Frostbite in November took my toes away. Devil take the black fly but the last week of May. Devil take the black fly but the last week of May. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for frostbite is a bottle of rum. Best cure for frostbite is a bottle of rum. Yanny from Schenectady, she stole my heart. Her face is in the fire like the river sings her part. Her face is in the fire like the river sings her part. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for a woman is a bottle of rum. Best cure for a woman is a bottle of rum. Got a callus on my shoulder and my hands are sore. Sweetest sight some thirsty fronted girl ever saw. Sweetest sight some thirsty fronted girl ever saw. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. Best cure for wisdom is a bottle of rum. Best cure for wisdom is a bottle of rum. I fought all through this wilderness in 59. Till fancy I see shadows moving most of the time. Fancy I see shadows moving most of the time. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it will leave you numb. Best cure for shadows is a bottle of rum. Best cure for shadows is a bottle of rum. Morning comes up early for a fast patrol. Shoulder to the second pole, you'll push off and go. Shoulder to the second pole, you'll push off and go. If it doesn't lift your spirits, it'll leave you numb. But there ain't no cure for living in a bottle of rum. Ain't no cure for living in a bottle of rum.
Thank you, Marty and Robert. I think they're still playing together. You can probably catch them in Burlington from time to time. Cool. It's just a fun show. I used to play with them sometimes. They would hire me on as a third gun with a guitar.
Nifty.
Yeah. I like all the,
We should make Eli play with you sometime. That would be interesting. I would love to see what you think. He's getting pretty good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's great.
I feel super bummed because it's only been like a year since he's been taking lessons and he's already pretty good. And I'm like, damn it, if I just started something a year ago, I might have been like kind of good by now. I just never can get the time and the energy to like start something. And I want to play something so badly, but I just...
Yeah, I know.
That noise?
I don't know, my phone is ringing now. It's from Jericho. It was from Essex, and now it's from Jericho. I have no idea who that is, but I'll find out maybe.
I thought that cell phones couldn't be on all those like telemarketer lists, but lately mine has just been ringing with all kinds of random things.
Yeah, things are always changing, And
I find it unfair because you're charged with a cell phone for whatever calls come into you too.
Oh,
and it seems stupid that they can just start calling you when you don't want to be called. It's not like your home landline where just incoming calls don't cost anything.
Yeah.
I just think it's unfair.
Yeah.
Is that a new lava lamp?
It looks different, doesn't it?
It's rainbow, Kristina.
It is. It is different.
People are totally doing this to screw with us because remember the lava lamp was different a couple months ago?
I know. It's like the Mandela effect.
It is real, though. And it's a purple lava lamp on the bottom now.
Yeah.
It's totally a different lava lamp.
I should take mine out at home. I have one. Because it was like, last weekend I had 17 guests over the course of the weekend.
You could have used a lava lamp.
Well, I could have, and it turned into this huge party.
Whoa.
I had these amazing people. Like, we had this couple from Michigan.
And they all got along?
It was remarkable how they all got along. There were these two young women from Cape Verde. Do you know where that is? Cape Verde? It's off the coast of Africa, I believe.
What I thought,
but they live in New York, and she's like the 23-year-old is an aspiring airline pilot, and the other is a model. She's about 6 feet tall. Beautiful, beautiful, both of them. And they were so nice. Like they would come in the house. One night, Stephanie came in and she was going to cook dinner, and she cooked dinner for everybody. And she came in this. She had like her pajamas, like adult size onesie with a dragon hood.
Yes,
like
I've
this
seen
cute
them.
you have with the little hood. It comes down and makes you look like a dragon.
Yeah,
she wore that. She cooked dinner for us.
That's awesome.
It was really fun. They were so nice.
Did you guys have a bonfire or something? You should have.
They did.
Okay,
they did out at the cabin. They had a fire.
Bonfire.
Yeah.
That's neat. See, look, you're creating friends.
I did.
Between people who would never have connected otherwise.
I know. I felt like I had like 5 new. Well, more than that. I had 17 new friends.
The hub. You're the friend hub.
Yeah, they leave these nice messages in the guest book. It was fun. It really was fun. Of course, cool. I never really look forward to it, but before it happens, and then once it happens, people are so nice.
See, that's the way I am with every social situation.
That's it. Don't look forward to it, but then when it happens,
I dread going, and then I'm fine once I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah, yeah. I had one family though. The woman left a review on an Airbnb that called my place remote. Even though it's 7 miles from Chelsea, it's not that far.
But Chelsea alone would be remote to some people.
Yeah, she was a doctor from California, and she and her husband and her daughter, they stayed in my big bedroom.
Yep.
And they're from India. Well, they're actually from California, but they're originally from India.
You got a huge bunch of Indians last year, didn't you?
Because I have vegetarian kitchen.
That's right.
And so they come down and they have chai, and they cooked this fresh chai, and we put ginger in it, grated ginger, and it was so delicious. Really, they know how to make chai much better than Americans.
Yeah, they should.
Well, they're American. I shouldn't say that. They are Americans, but Indian Americans
up more with
yeah, they just know how to do it. They know exactly like how long to boil it, and when to add the milk and the sweetener and the grated ginger. So that was fun.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, let's see what time we got. It's 11:54.
What?
Yeah, so we have a few minutes left. So I can't launch into anything like really major.
I know. I have a new clogging session starting up next weekend if anybody wants to join.
That's cool.
Email me or whatever.
That's cool.
What else?
You can get fresh bread and Barre.
Where?
At the Old Labor Hall. There's a wood-fired bakery now that's open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 12:30 to 3:30.
I never have time to make it anymore, but I just love it. The smell of that is so wholesome and homey.
It's very homey. It's one of the homiest smells that you could possibly smell. And just based on that alone, even if you don't like bread, it's nice. I don't like
bread. I mean, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat bread in my life. Like, I don't eat much bread at all. I don't eat toast or bagels really that much. But homemade bread, if I had homemade bread, I would be like a carb addict because it's just so.
Do you like
different.
French toast?
Nope.
Well, bread is so. I don't know. It's just a quality thing.
That's the one thing I miss about the Waldorf School. Coming in the morning with my kids, like you could smell the fresh bread every morning. Because they would make the little rolls and the bread for
that. Baking day, Wednesday? Yeah. Was it Wednesday?
It was, but they made rolls like every day. The kids always played with dough and they threw it in. And then they always had them at snack time.
Yeah,
The smell was so good.
I know. I got to sit down with my kids and get them to remember stuff about the Wellspring School.
Yeah.
Now that it's
I mostly
long
remember
gone.
bad stuff because that really stood
out.
Yeah, but
the kids had so much good stuff. If you just forget the drama between the parents and the teachers and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
I love the theory behind it all. I wish it had worked out in a way, but
yeah, it's sad. I still feel like when I drive into Chelsea, it's kind of a ghost town for me. Even though there's all this new stuff happening, but my memories are quickly fading of what it used to be.
Isn't it funny how
it's just
that
the way it is? You can't really avoid that sometimes.
I drove by my childhood home, was it this week? Yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah.
And it just, everything looked so much smaller and different than I remembered. It was just, I know they say that, you're big now. Everything seems so enormous when you're a child. And like even the distance you had to walk from our driveway to the house, it used to seem like this long, steep hill. My dad had put in all these stone steps. So I remember like helping carry groceries up these. The train's coming.
No, is it?
The train never came before.
I heard
we're going to get it at the very end of our show.
Oh, that's great. I think they've changed the Amtrak schedule.
Clearly, because it used to be at 11:20.
Yeah, this is the second week that this has happened.
I'm going to open the window a little more, that is, because it's already open in here. Ow, whoops, if I don't break it first. Who is messing with us?
Okay, we might go out on the train whistle.
We might. If that's true, we'll see you guys next Friday. Thanks for listening.
We'll segue into a song. Now
sorry about talking about pee.
Wow, that's an impressive sound. It is so loud this week. Oh my gosh. It just gets louder. There it goes.
Maybe because I'm holding the microphone out the window.
Wow, that was amazing. That was truly amazing, right? Wasn't it?
I guess.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay to just indulge a little bit in a train whistle high.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate your train joy.
Okay, so we'll go out on a track by Susanna Blatchley, Little Sparrow.
A terrific week, all of you people.
Yeah, have a great, great week. Check out our podcast if you missed the show.
Yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Yesterday's sun burned a hole in my heart. I flew too close, then I fell apart. I crashed to earth with blackened wings. Bones turned to dust as the daylight was sinking. But night becomes the new broken ground. The moon held my heart in a cradle of cloud, singing, "Wake, little sparrow, sleep on the ground, lost in the night with the snow falling down. Rise from your sorrow, sing us your song. Open up and find what's been yours all along." Love can seem like the bough that breaks when careless winds rock the cradle and take our innocence in a silent fall, like leaves on the grass till the mighty oak calls, saying, "Wake, little sparrow, sleep on the ground, lost in the night with the snow falling down. Rise from your sorrow, sing us your song. Open up and find what's been yours all along." your tireless arms and whispered the words that this broken bird longs to hear in the dark as the storms rage on. Your love is the axis my world's spinning on. You say, wake, little sparrow, sleep on the ground, lost in the night with the snow falling down. Rise from your sorrow, sing us your song, open up and find what's been yours all along. Rise from your sorrow, sing us your song,